Alzheimer's disease and dementia affect millions of people worldwide, altering lives and challenging our understanding of memory and identity. Because of our limited understanding of these diseases, they have the ability to create fear inside us, even from a younger age. How can we navigate the concerns of our mind deteriorating in a way that helps put them at ease? In this episode of Optima Living TV, we will talk through how our seniors that struggle with dementia are cared for to maintain their mental fortitude and continue to be active and functioning well into their later years.
Early diagnosis on dementia is helpful because that way you can actually plan or treat somebody who's going through dementia. I know some people fear sending somebody to a facility or a nursing home. If early dementia is treated, then you can strategize or plan ahead. If you're noticing some of the signs and symptoms of dementia, you might want to see your doctor for evaluation or assessment.
There are a number of factors that can cause deterioration in brain function. According to a study in 2020, addressing lifestyle risk factors can prevent or delay up to 40% of dementia cases. These risk factors include smoking, physical inactivity, high blood pressure, social isolation, air pollution, diabetes, obesity, and excessive alcohol consumption.
I cannot blame people who will have that kind of fear sending their loved ones in a facility. Some people may think that they will lose the independence.
Many of them come in early stages of dementia, and families are needing quite a bit of support. They're looking for safety for their loved one. They're looking for additional supports to help them be independent.
In order for us to make the family be confident to our care, they also need to have a sense of, my staff are really reliable. They know what they're doing.
When navigating conversations and approaches with residents, I think it's really important to understand what they're going through. I remember when I was in school, we did a dementia simulation, and so we had all of these different sensory gadgets put on us essentially to kind of depict what they may be going through. And then we were prompted and asked to do a series of tasks we couldn't fully understand, and you felt very disorientated after. And so you have 10 minutes to finish this task. And after that, I was shaking. I was almost having an anxiety attack because of how overwhelming it was. So stepping back, it really helps us frame and shape what they may be going through and empathize with them.
Once you have developed a relationship with the resident, the next step is to provide the care that is specific to them.
Individuals are innately going to be extroverted and are innately going to be introverted. And so how can we provide both small group programs, individualized programs, and large programs? So individuals who like social connection really feed off of that. There are lots of those group programs, but it's those who may not want to come to group programs that we really have to make sure we're not forgetting about. I think it's matching their interests with the programs and then seeing where we have gaps and always trying to improve.
As soon as you have more complicated activities or larger groups, it can be really overwhelming for them. So sometimes it's just toning that activity down. It might be a smaller group, it might be at a slower speed, it might be just taking a few of the components out of it so that it works better for them, but still offering those activities, stimulation that everybody needs, and that companionship, just on a scale that is going to work better for them and be more meaningful.
Programs that make the most difference that we run day to day for individuals with dementia and for seniors is one, exercise. So every single morning we have exercise. And I think the approach that's really important is having it really individualized.
We ask them simple history questions. Who was Elvis engaged to? We ask them fun, entertaining questions. Let's name some countries starting with A. Let's name some objects which are green in color. So that to bring in that fun, not just tell them that yes, they have a memory issue and we're trying to solve it. No, it's a game that that satisfy both reasons. The memory at the same time, the social well-being of the resident.
Something else that's really important for programming is music. So anything music related, they love so much.
Music therapy is a big part of our job, and in the mornings I'll come into work and the first thing I'll do is turn the TV onto a music channel, and they'll have their breakfast and eat their breakfast listening to the jukebox oldies.
So it's interesting how some individuals may have challenges with word finding. However, they can recite and sing all of Elvis, for example. And then after that, having a conversation with them, they're so much more engaging and open for discussion.
To consistently attain good cognitive care, it takes a large team of professionals working together with the residents' best interests in mind. Relationship building and better communication creates intentional, targeted programming that shapes around the needs of the resident.
Communication is the biggest key when it comes to nursing. So you have to have a good team and be able to communicate with each other to give the best quality of care.
We have programs such as Nifty Nails, which is one of our favorites, and the ladies really love it and feel very excited. And this is a great time where we collaborate with other care professionals. So say if I notice that a resident, maybe they have discoloration on their nails. Nails are a really great indicator of health, so I can relay that messaging onto the LPN. And maybe this is a gap. Maybe there's something that we may have missed that we can follow up. So I think having that team approach, we can make sure that we're all collaborating and sharing and reporting on anything we would observe.
We have to work together to make the vision come true. To welcome them home, I go ahead, I walk to the recreation department, share my experience with a resident. Okay, this resident, she's a singer. We have to have these many days a week, these many days a month, this activity, and we have to ensure she is there. For sure, my other residents are there, but she has to be, because it's going to affect her in a way that medications can't.
Social connections and meaningful activities play a vital role in maintaining a sense of self and purpose.
Having these events with individuals who have varying cognition levels also allow us to showcase and model empathy. Residents, say on the independent side, are becoming friends with those in supported living. So then when they see each other, they're checking in on each other and creating friendships, among the whole building.
Although clearly dementia affects the person with the disease, it's important to acknowledge the family members that take on the responsibility and make certain they too are well taken care of.
Optima does a really great job at making sure that we have a family-centered approach too. So reaching out, making sure they have supports, having resources that we can share, and making sure we're supporting the family, the residents, and then staff working with them is so vital.
Because so many kids come to me and say, like, I can't believe that's my mom. All her life she was raising me this way, and now things have changed. That's okay. It's time for you to learn and take over that role, and let's raise your mom.
Having to have a friendly approach will give them this kind of sense of this is how we are, making them feel that they're like a family to us.
It is paramount that we approach dementia with empathy, understanding, and a commitment to preserving the dignity of those affected. By working together and utilising result and person-oriented activities, we can create a supportive environment that enhances their quality of life. Let us continue to strive for innovative approaches, advocate for increased awareness, and above all, treat each individual with the respect and compassion they deserve.